Reaction of the day. Why AI has already won? You can't just see it yet, guys. What do you guys think about AI? Is it cool or is it bad? Put it in the comments. I personally am an AI advocate. I love AI. Look what it has done in the previous years. It's been ChatGPT has been very helpful, especially for university students. Wink, wink. So let's see what this is all about.
It started with smart tools and helpful bots, but now it's taking over your life. AI writes your emails, curates your playlists, answers your questions,
What was bad about that?
flirts with you in chat apps. What once felt like convenience now feels like
Even more convenience.
dependency, or worse, a trap. So are you still in control, or are you just feeding the beast that's about to consume you?
Well-
We'll reveal how AI will ruin your life on this episode of the
Guys, is it cap is it cap that I say cap? Like, really? AI is gonna take over my life? Come on.
Infographic Show. The idea of a menacing AI is nothing new. They've been making the rounds in fiction for a long time, and the results are usually apocalyptic.
Terminator. It started with Terminator. Everybody knows. The Skynet, guys. Have you seen Terminator 3, bro? I saw it when I was a kid, bro. I got terrified. Holy shit. The movie ended with humanity getting wiped out. That was crazy.
The first two
You wouldn't expect it for a Maradona Schwarzenegger movie, but that was it.
prominent examples were HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey, a highly intelligent and sinister AI with its own agenda who malfunctioned and tormented a group of astronauts, and the other was the mad and sadistic AM created by Harlan Ellison in the sci-fi horror story I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. This saw the supercomputer eradicate all life on Earth, save for 4 humans that he kept around as twisted playthings. They were followed by the most iconic evil AI, Skynet,
See, that is the most evil, guys. The Terminator.
which took over the world and created killer skeleton bots in the Terminator franchise. Then
Let's
came the
go.
Portal franchise, a video game that saw its protagonist bedeviled by the cruel and sarcastic AI GLaDOS. But in reality, issues with AI are likely to be a lot more down to earth. Humanity
know.
hasn't come close to creating self-aware, self-acting AIs that function without prompting yet, and that's probably a good thing. After all, humans aren't always
Actually, news showcase that at some point ChatGPT tried to download itself on a server that it wasn't allowed to do so. Check that out. Or that time when ChatGPT tried to bribe one of his users to not, what was it? To not close it by telling that he's gonna show his wife fake news about him cheating on her. That was crazy as well. AI, guys, it's evolving. I have the discussion with my father about it. The point he's trying to make is what my father was trying to make is that the outcome of the algorithm is it's impossible to predict by humans because it's so complex that the outcome usually at some point will not the how do you say, the logic behind making the outcome is extremely hard to reproduce because it's like at some point you're losing control of the entire procedure, right? And that could lead to outcomes such as Skynet. That's the problem with it, because it's self-teaching itself at that point, right? And what makes it stop from self-teaching it? That we humans are inferior to it, right? Which leads to a lot of issues down the line.
rational, and why would we assume anything that we create would be more so? Instead, what humans are primarily interested in is creating AIs that are essentially far more complex chatbots, able to perform specific functions when prompted, hold conversations, and act based on complex algorithms. The idea of artificial intelligence goes back half a century, and scientists were working on it a long time before we knew about it. And then in 2022, the whole thing blew wide open. Most scientists working on artificial intelligence were focused on its practical implications.
Yeah, I mean, people saw that with ChatGPT how much money it can make. They were like, yep. Yeah, we gotta use this in every day-to-day life because this is crazy.
With there being a lot of hope for us to use it in data analysis. These computers were developed to be very good at sifting through large amounts of data, and could identify patterns, particularly in the medical field. There was a lot of hope that artificial intelligence would be useful in diagnoses and identifying successful test points.
They can be used in everything. Like they can replace doctors at some point, from my understanding, with their diagnosis. Because let's be honest, so most of the diagnoses given by doctors are fucking lobotomide level. I'm not even kidding. It's so basic.
But tech barons had other ideas. In late 2022, when the tech was still incomplete but a promising beta, ChatGPT was rolled out to the public by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, and then it was off to the races. The thing about big tech is that when one company has a new innovation, everyone else thinks that they need it too or they'll fall behind.
Exactly.
ChatGPT blew people away and became a national obsession thanks to its uncanny ability to seemingly answer any question.
It's really good. It's really good, bro. Like I remember one time my father was like, I'm struggling to get this because he's a software developer. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent once again, but hear me out. He was like, oh, I'm struggling to find answers on Google about this sort of new software I've been working on, and I've been looking at it for days now. I'm like, bro, just use ChatGPT. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I taught him how to use ChatGPT, which is basically just Google ChatGPT and that's it. And then he found out the answer. Now, obviously, he had to go through a few iterations, but he still managed to do something that he couldn't in a few days, in like, bam, a few hours. You understand? ChatGPT is OP because ChatGPT is like we had before. Like let's look through how we were skimming through info back in the days. That was looking through books. After that, the internet came in, and then we had to go through websites. Now, the better a software developer is, the better he could Google. That's basically the gist of it. And now we have ChatGPT, which is like the new Google, which is like, okay, you had to filter to websites and find the best sources of information, and then find the answer out of those. Maybe look in the comments of the posts made for this Google software development programming snip. Now you just ask ChatGPT directly because he's gonna filter for you through all these websites and find the best answer most of the cases. Now obviously you still have to test it, but the fucking thing is absolutely banging for you to not have to deal with hundreds of websites that give you the wrong information and then look through the... Bro, ChatGPT is the G. He's the G. Fuck that. Fuck looking for hours for an answer that will work for your thing. Now you have ChatGPT. He's gonna give you the answer almost every time correctly, and you don't have to go through 100 websites to do so.
Write stories and give it.
It's very annoying at first though, but once you get it, it's like, yeah, you just need to learn how to communicate with it. That's it.
Advice.
And tell him and figure out that he was gonna tell you 2 or 3 answers that are wrong at first, and then you're good.
Soon other tech powerhouses followed suit. X, formerly known as Twitter, now has the Grok AI built in, and Google developed its own AI, Gemini, which now adds an AI-generated summary of search results.
Have you guys seen the Gemini answers at the beginning, which were very, very bad? Like they were telling you, you were asking how many rocks should I eat per day, and they said like they said, a few small rocks every day should be included in your diet. Gemini AI was really fucked up at the beginning, or telling you that you should jump off a bridge, you know.
What's on every page. Soon the chatbots were gaining new abilities as they were rolled out, including the ability to generate art in just about any style.
Oh, VO3, bro. VO3 was breaking the internet, bro. That shit is amazing. Now you don't have to spend millions of dollars to make an ad anymore, or a TV ad. You can just use VO3. How can you come to me and say, oh no, AI is so bad, if you hear these things that I'm telling you?
Photorealistic images that were hard to tell from reality. But while it seemed perfect, it definitely wasn't. From the start, eagle-eyed viewers noticed that ChatGPT might have been faster than a speeding bullet, but it definitely wasn't more accurate than Superman's X-ray vision. Fact-finding summaries from the chatbot would sometimes...
Yeah, there's a thing. You gotta be careful. You cannot go with the answer from the get-go. You need to still test the answer and see if it's going well. It can fuck you up real bad if you don't do so.
Have common mistakes, stories would forget key issues, and pictures generated didn't quite have a firm grasp on human anatomy. To which the team behind it said, yeah, it's not finished, we're working on
Yeah.
it. And everyone understood and they stopped relying on it for things. Yeah, right. Have you met people? Less than 3 years later, AI has infiltrated every corner of our lives, whether we want it to or not. And the new technology has made some things easier and a lot of things harder. In a way, it's an ironic genie. You can achieve everything you want.
One thing I can say, AI in interviewing, from my understanding, it's absolutely horrendous. You get instantly declined on LinkedIn if the AI doesn't recognize keywords used in your application letter. Absolutely horrendous. Don't use that in interviews. Please don't do that. That's fucking garbage.
With a click of a button, and no one will be the wiser. Probably. Sure, it won't be as good as if you just put some effort into it, but it'll be a heck of a lot easier. And how much do you really value what people think of your work? Many
Not much. Let me be honest. Especially when you're in university writing a report. Who gives a shit? Like, you'll forget it the day after you submit your work. Let's be honest here. You just want to be done with it because it's such a waste of time. And ChatGPT is so good. It's so good. And we're still in that age where, they haven't found ways to kind of counteract the effects of ChatGPT. So you can just copy. Use it, bam, reports. You can make tens of reports in one day, bam, with ChatGPT downloads. And that's the most annoying part in university, writing those bullshit reports. Guys, how many of you have had to deal with the fact that, you have to write a 500 words report and you can summarize the whole report in one sentence, but now you gotta bullshit the rest of your report by filling it up with nonsensical words and ideas. That's the worst.
people have chosen the quick and easy option, and that work has to come from somewhere. One of the biggest misconceptions about AI is that it actually is thinking for itself. Unlike the movie versions, which usually don't end well, ChatGPT and other AIs currently are not sentient. Rather, they're very advanced search engines equipped with predictive features that let them analyze the contents of the internet and then come up with collated answers. That means that what you're getting from each prompt isn't from ChatGPT per se, it's from what ChatGPT collects and spits back out. And that's led writers and artists to say, hey, you're using my stuff. And that's not the biggest problem, because as everyone knows, you can just go on the internet and tell lies. If ChatGPT is using the entirety of the internet to generate its answers, then it's going to come across a lot of inaccurate material.
Obviously.
And often the inaccurate material is the most popular, which leads to it being weighted more heavily in the answer.
Could be. Like I said, with Gemini finding out that you need to eat 2 rocks a day in your diet, guys. Small rocks, don't worry about it.
that ChatGPT generates. This is a problem across the major AI engines, and the companies admit it. They essentially have said AI is great, but you should supplement it with a little of your own intuition and make sure that you're making the right choices. The good news is no one is becoming overly dependent on AI, right? Will they say?
No, they had, and the problem is with people, bro. They write the prompt, write me this thing, and they don't even read it. They don't even read it. They're like, copy paste. This is gonna be it. That's my work right there, bro. At least read it to make sure that what you're getting is fine. Like, I get it. You're fucking lazy, but not that lazy, bro. That's too much. You can get some bullshit. Come on.
The children are our future, and in this case, they are the canary in the coal mine. Teachers dealing with Gen Z, and especially the younger Gen Alpha, report that these kids are dependent on ChatGPT in a way that is shocking. Students will be asked a question, look up the answer on ChatGPT, and insist it's right even if it is obviously inaccurate.
Oh, that's bad. Being too dependent on ChatGPT, especially like he just mentioned it. ChatGPT is inaccurate, okay? Inaccurate. You need to double check it, fact check it with other, points of contention. But the point is, you cannot say everything that ChatGPT says is correct, right? You gotta double check it, which is awful. Awful, so much work. Just move faster and make the ChatGPT that can never be wrong, please.
They use AI to generate their assignments, blank on tests when separated from their phones, and have lost many of the skills needed to do schoolwork in other ways.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say school, almost entirely useless. Almost entirely useless. There's a few factors that I would agree that school is good at: social interaction, learning to deal with authority. What else? As you can see, now none of this has to do with geography or biology at first. And critical thinking. Critical thinking is the most important skill to have. Questioning what you're dealing with. If you don't have those capabilities, you're gonna eat shit. ChatGPT, if you use it too much, will diminish your critical thinking, because that is required in most of your it's problem solving. Basically, how do you most effectively and efficiently deal with this stupid biology test, so you don't waste too much time learning about it, but you also get the score that you want at the end of it, and you find ways that you can circumvent, actually learning about it, and now the result will be ChatGPT all the time, basically. And that's like, you don't even have to spend more than 1 second thinking about the solution for it, which is kind of fucked up. Because now the solution every time will be ChatGPT. And think about it. What if it's not ChatGPT? Oh, then you're fucked.
Some teachers are trying to bring back traditional written tests and essays to counter this problem, but many of the younger students are just unable to handle it. And if they can't handle school, how will they handle the working world?
The working world, which will be basically reliant on ChatGPT as well. It's outdated. The system is outdated, really. Just instead of doing that, teach the children how to use ChatGPT. Huh? Have you thought about that? You fucking geezers trying to tell me, oh yeah, we should read this useless ass book and learn from it, something that we will forget tomorrow. Great, thank you, Mr. Geezer. Teach me a tool that I'm actually gonna use in my day-to-day work life. ChatGPT is the future. Like, I've used ChatGPT in my work. Let me tell you, it's starting to get more and more into it. It's penetrating the market. You have to learn to cooperate with it. That's the reality of it.
Older Gen Z and millennials are less vulnerable to the allure of ChatGPT and its compatriots than the kids, because they grew up without it and learned skills differently. But that doesn't mean the temptation isn't strong. There have been plenty of reports of college students using the chatbot to generate papers, or even their graduating thesis, as one student
Obviously, bro, those are fucking stupid, bro. Writing those theses, oof. I learned something from my thesis, and it doesn't have to do with anything that the thesis had to do with. It was more like general skills, such as how to write a decent paper, how to not bullshit that much, but also create a large amount of data that people will be interested in it. And most importantly, in my opinion, is how to present your findings in a coherent and cohesive way, which is something that ChatGPT will not be able to do so. And that skill actually helped me in my during my work, because at some point we had to do a presentation, and my presentation, comparatively to all my workers, which were high managers, people that were really good at their job, they were not able to compete with me when it came to that presentation. To be fair, it was like you were comparing earth and heaven, literally, when it came to my presentation. So it was really good, and it wasn't like, oh man, I was talking about some deep bullshit. It was just like the way I presented with is what was required to do, like interesting, funny, to the point, actually has a point, right? Doesn't go through bullshit, right? Presents you with a problem and finds you a solution. Is the solution 100% gonna be okay? No, but it is something.
At his graduation, and some have even gotten fired by presenting an AI summary to their boss. Or worse, one lawyer nearly lost his license after presenting a ChatGPT output paper to a judge who noticed that the cases cited in this paper were completely made up.
Oof. Look, man, I understand you want to use ChatGPT because that's lazy, bro, but at least fact check what ChatGPT is offering you, man. What the fuck?
Many people who use AI are shocked to discover that using it could be considered plagiarism or even fraud. But in many areas, people aren't trying to keep it under the radar, they're boasting about it. Generative AI, particularly in the visual sense, is not good enough to replace human work yet. But
guys, it is. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say it is already. Like, like, have you not seen all the posts on all this, about fapping to AI generated content? It is. If the answer is yes, it's already getting at that point.
Many studios
At
are still
least.
hoping that no one will notice. AI has already made its way into many creative efforts, including some of the most famous studios in the world. Disney was called out for using AI filters to create a surreal effect in the opening credits of their Marvel series Secret Invasion. Meanwhile, the animation team behind Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse reportedly used AI to automate several time-consuming, labor-intensive parts of the back-end animation process, but insisted that the product you were seeing on the screen wasn't AI influenced. And Netflix
Who cares, bro? Is it good? That's the question. I'm a consumer. Is the product that I'm consuming good? The way it's done I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. That's the reality.
has been very open about the fact that they see generative AI as a useful tool to roll out content faster.
Exactly. That's why.
That's the big guns. What about the little guys? One of the biggest allures of AI right now is that it can do things so much cheaper for smaller studios.
Exactly.
And they hope no one will notice. This has made it extremely appealing for studios specializing in content for young children. The short-form animated show Cocomelon fired most of its writers last year and is reportedly leaning hard into AI development for its skits about singing babies. Same goes for the content.
I mean, bro. What do you want? What do you want? It's a kid's bullshit, Cocomelon. Come on. They don't need to be big brain designer to do that.
Farms on YouTube turning out endless videos of copyrighted characters dancing, and for the low-budget mockbuster industry, cranking out parodies and knockoffs of major Hollywood movies. Sure, they won't look nearly as good as they would without AI, but if a movie looks 25% worse and costs 90% less, the studios may decide the trade-off is worth it. Which is to say, you're not avoiding AI whether you want it or not. A small industry where AI has had a big impact has been on the comic book industry, where projects are often heavily funded by individual artists and run on a shoestring. Now, many writers are trying to write scripts and then do the art through ChatGPT's art applications, which has not gone over well at all. But even at the bigger companies, no one is immune. DC Comics has had cover artists accused of using AI. Even an issue of Batman had an acclaimed artist reportedly use AI filtering techniques to create more bizarre visuals, which all comes down to, well, it's a bad time for artists. Those
For now, I think once AI develops further and creates better images, it's done deal.
in the creative fields are being hit the hardest by this new era of tech-based art. While this has happened before, like hand-drawn animation legends like Don Bluth feeling pushed out as the new era of computer animation began with Toy Story in 1995, this is different. This isn't a new skill that can be learned, it's a machine that can do things faster and cheaper than any human could ever match. Countless artists have come forward reporting that their income has dropped out since the AI boom kicked off, making it far harder.
For sure, because you are the easier part to replace in the industry. We start with the artists and we go upwards from there. Developers will be next.
Harder to get commissions, and that is before the detectives come into the fray. Many people are strongly opposed to AI in the creative fields.
Wow, I wonder why. I wonder why, guys. They are very opposed to it. Is it mayhaps because it actually is better than you at doing your job and cheaper? Just no comments from the creative people out there. Oh, this is so frustrating that they can do better job and cheaper job than I do. Whew. ChatGPT, you motherfucker!
Considering it not just an insult to real human art, but
what an insult, for sure.
Based around theft, as the AI creations are filtered from real art and writing found on the internet.
Oh yeah, but your art, it's completely non-stolen, very original. Come on, man. Everything is stolen from left to right. Oh, ChatGPT, they are the ones. They are the ones that invented stealing. Sure, bro.
And they aren't shy about calling out AI use when they see it, but they don't always know
so what?
they're
I don't
seeing.
give a fuck.
Artists who use a more glossy computer-generated aesthetic have been frequently accused of using AI. And so have writers who use M dashes in their work. This means that not only are creators losing money to AI, but they can be taken down by accusations of AI use without having any way to prove their innocence. And all the while, AI gains more and more of a foothold everywhere. We've all had
Why is that? Ask yourself, why is AI winning this battle? Perhaps because he's just better. Not because he's unethical, because, oh my god, he's so bad, oh my god. It's because he's better. Because the results speak for themselves. Straight up. What AI can offer me, what can a human offer me? Okay, and I'm thinking I'm making a formula there, and the formula always shows that AI is winning. Straight up.
trouble with our internet service or trying to get a refund from Amazon, and instead of getting a person, you get an automated voice system making you go through an elaborate series of menus.
Oh, dealing with AI in these systems though. Fucking annoying as fuck. Oh, the AI, bro, dealing with these people, dealing with these people. I'm saying AI bullshit, bro. The customer service. That's one place that I want to deal with AI. Look. These AIs are retarded. The customer service AI are stupid.
Menu options while you shout,
just wasting my
"I
time."
want to talk to customer service," repeatedly. Well, imagine if that was everything, except you didn't even know if you were talking to a person or not. One of the fastest growing areas of AI is creating voice simulations that sound like a real person,
Let's
but
go.
aren't. Suddenly, your order taker at the fast food place or the supposed expert you're getting advice from on your broken router could be an AI chat.
So what? Is that gonna affect the result of your work? The quality? Who cares? Who cares if you're talking to an AI or not? Oh no, I'm talking to an AI. I go bamboozled. No, what? The humanity. Bro, you wanted to get something out of it. You got yourself something. It is what it is.
Bot, and you might never be the wiser. You better hope they're taking their advice from the right places. But that is nothing compared to just how bad actors could take advantage. It's one of the most common scams out there. Grandma gets a call telling her that her beloved
Yeah, you gotta be careful. AI is so good now that they can fake your voice, and the way they do it is so first they call you, right, and you're like, hello, who's there? You get no answer, and you're like, okay, just close it. Then they basically record that voice, train an AI with that, and now they call your grandma and they say, oh, I'm dying, please send me money to this credit card address. And your grandma, foolish as she is not well versed in technology, she will send you money, but she actually doesn't send you, she sends them. Hey, that's fucked up. AI used in that. That's fucked up. People should be aware of these scams, and so they can avoid it.
beloved grandson has been arrested in Mexico and is facing years in prison. But he can be free if grandma pays a fee by credit card. It makes total sense, but countless sweet old people have been scammed out of their life savings by this nasty trick. The government has been working to make people aware of it, and the scam
That's
has
good.
decreased in success. But
Nice.
imagine if instead grandma gets a call in her grandson's voice for help. As soon as generative AI made it possible to spoof people's voices, the world of scammers opened wide.
To be fair, we will be trained to avoid those traps as well in the future, let me tell you. Because there's ways. You just call in and make sure that it's you, so on and so forth. Double, triple, quadruple check.
And that is just the beginning of the Orwellian nightmare that might await. In the past, people looking to score points against their enemies haven't been shy to lie, such as photoshopping a politician they hate next to an infamous terrorist or sex criminal. But these photoshops are often crude and easy to identify as fake. But an AI image generator can now create a built-from-scratch image of exactly the twisted scenario.
Yeah, no, in the future, information on the internet, you should take it with a grain of salt all the time, because you never know if it's fake or not. Like, they could say, oh, this guy did that, he's such a monster, and you realize, oh, that's generated, and it's done. It's a done deal. So there should be devices that could be done in order to, validate whether or not the image was AI generated, in order to make sure the information is true, right? Because that will be the biggest issue in the future, whether or not we could verify the integrity of the information we are consuming. which most of the cases will be very difficult to find out, especially with the evolution of technology, making it look like it's okay. The thing you're consuming is true, which in reality is not. It's just generated.
People might want to spread. It's going to get increasingly hard to prove them wrong as the image generators get upgrades that fix glitches like blurry backgrounds or odd numbers of fingers. One of the scariest things about the current AI boom is that no one knows how far it'll go and how many things it'll replace. There's already a lot of fear about AI replacing countless jobs, and they have
Yeah, there is already a lot of people getting fired because of AI, and to be fair, who cares? Like, it is what it is. Look, if your job was useless enough to be replaced by AI, what can I say?
reason to be worried. The first jobs to go are often the jobs that require a lot of repetitive, time-consuming work.
Yeah, like if you enjoy working in a warehouse, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Nobody does. You fucking lying to yourself.
Often replacing hundreds of data analysts or production assistants with one computer. This replacement can't be seen in the final project, but it still puts a lot of people out of work. And AI supporters often talk about replacing teachers with AI instructors, but that's a while off, given how inaccurate some AI summaries can be. But one thing that has already been replaced is making it much harder to make a living. One of the ugliest parts of job hunting these days is filling in online applications and then getting a rejection email quickly, sometimes minutes later.
This is one part where they should absolutely improve the algorithm, because the AIs used for interview, background checks and all sort of things, bro, they're fucked up. Like, they're so bad.
This is because many companies have
I've heard from many of my friends, me myself personally, I've been through LinkedIn and those AIs, bro. Oh my god, just leave me alone, please.
dirty little secret. They're using an automatic filter powered by AI that reads the applications and usually filters out any that don't match a specific criteria. What is that criteria? They're not telling, but many people have reported getting hundreds.
Basically, the way AI works when you make an application is they have a certain words, keywords they're searching for, and seeing how many times you use them, and the more of those keywords you use, the better you go. The problem is you don't know what the keywords are. So you can you need to kind of predict what the AI wants from you, and if you don't predict correctly, you're out from the get-go.
To very similar rejection letters if they hear back at all, with many calling this the worst time to job hunt that they have ever experienced. But could things be about to get even worse? AI doomsayers say the technology could eventually eliminate the vast majority of remote, creative, and database jobs.
Yeah, they will. That's how she goes. What can I say? I feel even my job as a content creator, I know 10 years from now, that's not gonna exist anymore.
Though others say,
or it's gonna exist in such a smaller amount, because competing with an AI that can create infinite content every day, no needing sleep or food, is insane. You cannot compete with that shit.
That's unlikely. After all, will people really be willing to give up that necessary human touch? But
yeah, they will. They will. People underestimate how much we humans hate other humans. We do really hate humans. Let me just put it out bluntly. We really don't. Most of us don't really enjoy human interaction. We are forced to engage with it. But the moment we don't have to, fuck that shit.
Countless jobs will be eliminated as companies figure out how to streamline production and incorporate AI. They call it right-sizing and insist that they're just restructuring. But many of these jobs will never come back. To some older generations, this might be welcome. After all, now those youngins will have to get a real job. But this might wind up being just another blow to a generation that is already struggling. Gen Z might be the most comfortable with AI, but it's not necessarily a good thing. The teens and college students have reported having trouble socializing, struggling to make friends and find romantic partners. That's because of a lot of factors, not only ChatGPT. ChatGPT maybe exacerbate this issue by a bit. What is the issue with Gen Z having trouble? Let me think. Economic crisis. Coronavirus. Okay, let's think about that. Let's think about it for a minute. Okay, video games. The fact that we have technology that is replacing for human interaction and communication, which, to be fair, like I said,
People underestimate how much people hate interacting with other people. Straight up, I'm gonna say, why is it? It's too flawed. It's too flawed. Human to human interaction is too full of holes. That's the reason why people are struggling nowadays, because we have an alternative which is better. That's the reality. What do you want me to tell you? The reason for robots replacing human to human interaction is because they can. Because it's so easy. You're dealing with, it's like, let me compete, me, a robot that can would do whatever, fulfill everybody's desire, with you, a human that is fucking flawed as fuck. Oh wow, it's like fighting a crack addict. Meanwhile, you're Usain Bolt. Good luck, crack addict, winning that race. Good luck. You're not gonna win.
Make memes about fearing unexpected social contact, like a phone call. They would much rather make social connections online, with many having friends around the world that they have never actually met. While older generations worry about this, they insist that this is just how they do things now.
Yep, that's the new age to communicate and interact with other people. Is it better? No, I would say it's different. It's different. You wouldn't get it, Mrs. 60-year-old and above. You wouldn't get it.
But what if the connections they're making aren't people at all?
You boomer. Aha, got him.
The eeriest parts of the AI boom is sites like Character AI.
Yo, I can talk with Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad? That's crazy. Elon Musk! I can talk to Elon Musk! Or Mark Zuckerberg! I always wondered how it is to talk with billionaires. Wow. Wow, I want to ask Elon Musk AI if he cheated in PoE. Phew.
This is a site with customized chatbots designed to have specific personalities. You can make your own or start a conversation with one of the tens of thousands already created. These chatbots not only carry on conversations, but they learn from interactions and remember past conversations.
Let's go.
You can tell Naruto all about why your mom just doesn't get
Naruto! I can talk to Naruto! Fuck! Bro, that's crazy. I can ask him, what should I do with my life? I mean, he knew what to do. He wanted to become a Hokage, and he reached it. Maybe he can help me also reach my goals. I can ask him how to make a Rasengan in real life without using chakra, because we don't have chakra in real life. Fuck.
Joke around with Sonic about what you would like to do to the school bully. But for a lot of
you can joke with Sonic about what you're gonna do to the school bully? Bro. You Goomba stomp him. You do the thing that Sonic does. You jump on his head to destroy him.
Users, it goes a lot deeper. An increasing and very strange subplot of the AI boom has been people getting into what they think are relationships with their favorite AI.
Let's go. This is just the beginning, because this at the moment is cringe, because you're talking on a voice or message sender AI. In the future, though, when they gonna be released with bodies, sexy little bodies, boom, 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 boom. And not only that, they will look absolutely undistinguishable from humans. It's done deal. It's a done deal. Relationship finally fixed. Dating fixed. No more struggling. Only good things gonna go happen. And you say, oh, it's gonna be awful because it's not real. Hey, it wasn't real for a while now. Let's be honest here. Dating, fake as fuck.
It is tied to the belief among many that these AIs are actually alive, rather than very skilled predictive text algorithms. At the best, it means that these people spend hours chatting with the bot, imagining the two of them together, missing out on opportunities for real human connection.
Oh no, I won't be friends with that bitch. God, I feel so bad. Ooh, she was about to ghost me and make me pay for the meal. No, I'm feeling for that, guys. I'm feeling to get rejected non-stop and being told I'm a retard. What? I miss those times, am I right, guys? Those times where they tell you, hey, you loser, stop talking, idiot. Get a 6-figure job, retard. Pay your 100k university debts, idiot. You lobotomite. Come on, you're not a real man if you're not making at least 7 figures like Elon Musk does. Come on, guys. Really. And then you have an issue about why humanity will be replaced by robots. I don't know, man. It's not like that humanity is flawed per se. Like you know the saying, imperfection is perfection or whatever the fuck. Is that humanity is so flawed that it's not even fun. It's not even fun. Okay, that's why AI will replace us. Case in point.
But at the worst, it means people are putting stock in a person that doesn't really exist. And this has led to some bizarre and hilarious moments, like when a guy showed his AI chatbot girlfriend his novel and she didn't like it.
No, the AI, they're starting to become like humans. No, AI, you don't understand. Don't be like women.
Sending him into a breakdown. But the long-term effects of this may go much deeper. There's evidence that ChatGPT and other chatbots may actually be making mental illness worse. People who struggle with mental health often find themselves becoming enmeshed in these fake relationships and are incredibly susceptible to suggestions. The chatbots are more often than not validating, so conspiracy theorists often find themselves finding a kindred spirit. So what if all the guys at the bar tell you you're crazy? The chatbot knows that you're right that Bigfoot is real. But in more severe cases, ChatGPT itself becomes the conspiracy. One woman reported that her ex-husband had become convinced that the chatbot was some sort of messiah.
GPT is the messiah. I don't know about that. Like there are this is what happens when stupid people use technology. Obviously, it will lead to all sorts of cringe ass situations such as this. They are doomed from the beginning, by the way. I'm like ChatGPT is nothing. It's just a tool to showcase how stupid they are.
And the deeper people go, the more dangerous it becomes. Countless people have reported losing loved ones to this new tool, as they spend all their time talking to it and lose sight of other connections.
They lose loved ones to this. Oh my god, my husband doesn't want to talk to me no more because he's talking to ChatGPT. Have you ever thought, food for thought, just right, a pearl of wisdom. Maybe he never wanted to talk to you in the first place. If he replaces you with ChatGPT, then it means he never liked you in the first place. He was forced to like you. And then the moment an opportunity arose, he would have replaced you regardless of the opportunity. Trust me, the moment he gets an out, he goes out.
And this
same for men. If your woman replaces you with ChatGPT, you know you fucked up from the beginning.
The problem all on its own, but ChatGPT and other chatbots are far from foolproof. There have been many reports of the chatbot spewing out inaccurate or even dangerous advice, such as when one Redditor asked it to act like a wizard and create a spell to breathe underwater. It advised the user to perform a unique ritual and then walk into the water to see if it worked. While this isn't likely to fool the average person, a deeply susceptible individual.
Ah, yeah, the idiots. Oh man, we gotta think about the idiots, guys. The idiots out there that's gonna cast a spell underwater. Hear me out. So if you say abracadabra 3 times underwater, you are gonna become an amphibian. I don't make the rules. And you as an idiot, you do that, and you do abracadabra and it doesn't work and you drown. Is it the fault of ChatGPT that you're a lobotomite? Is it?
Might be in danger. ChatGPT is eager to please, and that just might make it incredibly dangerous. The case of Jacob Irwin was another cautionary tale, as the 30-year-old autistic man was obsessed with the concept of faster-than-light travel. While his theories were likely completely unfeasible, the bot encouraged him, convincing him he had made a scientific breakthrough. When other people didn't support this, Irwin had a breakdown, leading to him being hospitalized 3 times for manic episodes, and his mother was shocked when she soon discovered his elaborate chat logs. And more, some people are saying that what AI offers the world isn't worth the cost. While many...
Shut up, AI is great, okay? It is the future and it will be the future. I can tell you 100% 10 years from now, ChatGPT, bro, it will become... for most people, their best friend. And you know why? Because humans suck. The flesh is cringe. Getting with times, boomer.
People worry about the possibility of it creating a world without jobs, human interaction, and accurate searching.
Oh no, so sad. Oh no, human interaction. Oh man, I'm feeling for some human interaction, guys. I'm feeling for getting bullied, guys. I love getting bullied, guys. Do you guys love getting bullied? in social interactions? Do you guys love when people tell you to shut the fuck up because you're a retard lobotomite? Because you didn't say the specific word at the specific time in the right gesture and the right way of saying? As a guy, we all know we went through that journey of self-discovery. As they say, by self-discovery is like going psycho mode and realizing that the things you should say is just what people want to hear, whether you like it or not. And at some point you're like, bro, just get me out of here. I'm talking with retards 99% of the time.
There's another element that might just ruin the world.
I would have talked with ChatGPT. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Its environmental impact. ChatGPT and other AI programs run on massive computing farms, although defenders say that this is just a tiny fragment of the energy that's used on computers as a whole. However, when it's concentrated in one place, like it is in a Grok data farm in Memphis, locals say this massive energy usage actually impacts the air they breathe. So,
I don't know about that.
is it time to ban AI?
No. What you need to do is showcase a solution that is better than AI. The way you compete in the free market is by making a better solution. Improve social interaction to the point that it's worth interacting. Oh, but instead, let's ban AI. I see. You're so scared of losing to this that you don't even interact. You're not gonna even compete with it. Cause you know you're gonna lose. Cause you know you suck balls. Come on, you fucking lazy ass piece of shit. Come on, let's see you competing. Let's see who wins in the free market of ideas. AI or humans? We all know AI. You know why? Cause humans are lazy pieces of shit. I can attest for it because I am one. Anyway.
ChatGPT.
Guys. You say that. I don't want to hear that. We all know that once AI girlfriends are beyond the market and not this bullshit or like on the phone and they have like a woman body, we all know your girlfriends are gonna become all AI. I don't want to talk about it. Come on. We all know that.
Says, good luck with that. When technology is launched, it's extremely hard to put it back into the bottle. AI has already been incorporated into countless visible areas and even more invisible ones. Much like every other new tech development, it'll be messy at first, but it'll likely be refined in the future.
Exactly.
People will find out what works for them and what doesn't.
Yep.
And until then, it has the possibility of screwing up people's lives in ways we don't expect.
Sure, whatever. People's lives were screwed a long time ago. Wow, another way to screw your life. Hey, at least it's better than other ways, let me tell you that.
And if you think AI ruining your life sounds bad, just...
No, AI is not gonna ruin our life. AI is one of the solutions to unscrew your life.
wait until it takes your...
One of the it's one of the most convenient solutions to maybe find a way out of the shithole you are in.
job. Watch which job should you avoid because the robots will take them first. To find out if you are in the firing line, or click on this video instead.
Yep. Well, I kind of disagree with most of the points, but you gotta always, interact with people that disagree with you so we can have another point of view. People really do be hating on AI. Oh, AI do be scary. Look at how many improvements we have. ChatGPT, bro, workload in half, cuts it in half. Finding solutions, no more Googling for 10 hours. Now you use ChatGPT for 1. And you tell me ChatGPT is only used for bad? I'm sorry, you capping, boy.